Chairman. I'm going to call Clayton Mitchell.
I have great privilege to stand up and take an early call in this bill, and there may be opportunities for me to speak again, sir. But we've come out very strongly supporting this bill, sir, and initially with some reservations around a couple of the points. However, when we went to Select Committee, we thought that we could iron out some of those points, and it was a very, very difficult situation when, of course, you don't have the numbers to get even the discussion to go through to actually make some amended changes that would make for this bill to become the bill that I think it's going to become. And hopefully today, sir, this will go through with these amendments, because the concerns that have been allayed to New Zealand First through a number of concerned people out there, particularly from one group, they've certainly rallied around to say, email us. I will be responding to those emails, of course, once we've seen these changes come through. Sir, these changes are important, and they do tidy up some of those unintended consequences, particularly in and around the ability, sir, to ensure that people that are doing a piece rate, or in fact giving a service to a multiple principal at the same time, that can actually be calculated in total. I think some of the new amendments coming through, sir, to make this non-retrospective, to leave those businesses in situ as they stand for now and let time make those change, will make it a very subtle and easy moving change, sir. And as we have said right at the very start, we have some serious concerns in relation to particularly the Schedule 2 of the document at the back, sir, in relation to particularly number F in Schedule 2, which is the newspaper and pamphlet deliveries. The unintended consequences of allowing this to remain in the bill, which is now going to be removed, would actually potentially inhibit particularly those older people from getting jobs, because they'll be going up against younger people that will be more able and more quick to go and deliver pamphlets and so on and so forth. Despite Section 10A, which gives a fair and reasonable amount of time, we believe that this will actually in effect go against those people that are trying to supplement their superannuation with a couple of hours, or which may even be 4 to 8 hours for a job that could be done by a 16-year-old in the same time of 2, for example, sir. So we do believe that this bill is necessary. We have also, along with the number of emails from a particular sector that have some concerns, which will be eliminated once these SOPs have been introduced and were discussed in the Select Committee. Mr. Andrew Bailey, I'd certainly like to have your take on that. And we hope that we can get some sensibility in the House today to get these through, because what it does do, sir, is the emails that we've been getting in support of this bill far outweigh the number of contacts that we've had for those people that oppose it, because it does tighten up those dodgy dealers who are taking advantage of vulnerable workers that should ultimately be paid a wage as opposed to be put and forced onto contracts. And so this here does not stop those young contractors from being contractors. In fact, I had an email, which I've got, from a father who was concerned that this would stop his son from doing his apprenticeship and being paid a contract wage. Despite his son getting better than the minimum wage, I said this bill will not in any way stop that from happening. All that this bill will do will make sure that from this day forward that those principal contractors will make sure that they hold that data, that information on the hours, the days, and the way in which their rate of remuneration was calculated, which is currently in law under the employment standards legislation. It's tied in with health and safety legislation. This absolutely encapsulates all those three things and puts them nicely into a package to say that this country is starting to look after those people that are being taken advantage of without actually causing mayhem and chaos for the genuine operators inside the contracting world, sir. So, sir, we do support this. We are pleased to see that we've had an amendment made also in relation to Schedule 2, that is around the public entertainment. Sir, that has been amended also with discussions and considerations with the Honourable Member David Parker, and of course the removal of the pamphlet deliveries, which we see as a potential problem for a particular sector of the people that do that sort of work. Thank you, sir.
I call Jonathan Young.